Nowadays, making the journey between Larnaca and Nicosia takes about half an hour, but for Samuel White Baker and his convoy of donkey-drawn caravans, the trip took nearly a week. But he did make some unusual discoveries.
So it was probably on this dusty track here, which leads to Dali, where Baker, who seemed mildly irritated, wrote, "At 8 o'clock in the morning it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit and we have a keen wind," a bit like today. Anyway, he made a discovery along this road, the Dewdrop Inn, which he was impressed by the fact that it was selling British ale. It had been set up by three men who had left the UK to make their fortune here in Cyprus when the island was taken over by the British, but they weren't doing very well, and this is how Baker writes about his brief visit to the Dewdrop Inn in Dali.
In one of the most dreary spots that can be imagined, the eye was relieved by a little flat-top hut on the right-hand side, which exhibited a sign, "The Dewdrop Inn." The name was hardly appropriate, as the earth appeared as though neither dew nor rain had blessed its surface. I found the landlord most obliging, and a bottle of Bass's pale ale most refreshing. This unfortunate man and one or two partners were among those deluded victims who had sacrificed themselves to the impulse of our first occupation, upon the principle that the early bird gets the worm, but instead of getting on, he has little hope of a golden future. I can't help feeling that everywhere you step around here in Dali, you're being watched. But of course this is on the Green Line, and Turkish occupation troops have their little towers scattered up in the hills.